The Water Affairs Minister Senzo Mchunu has now told residents in areas like Phoenix and Verulam around eThekwini that their water supplies will be restored by next Thursday. People there have been battling without water. Mchunu has even suggested he would want to take over the water systems in eThekwini to try and fix the problems there. Roshan, Lil-Ruthan, is the spokesperson for the Verulam Water Crisis Committee representing that community. Roshan, good afternoon to you. Do you believe the Minister that the water will be back for you next Thursday?
Good afternoon, Stephen. Stephen, at this moment, I'm clinging on to hope. As a community, we've been suffering for more than 105 days now. And any bit of hope, we've got to be optimistic that help is on its way. The minister has made previous statements about water returning to the north. And unfortunately, he was quite badly let down by the municipality. So we hope in this instance he's again not let down by the municipality.
Do you know how much work they actually have to do? What needs to be done?
Well, from the discussion yesterday afternoon with the minister and with some of the officials present in the Verulam area, at the community engagement meeting, we were told that there's approximately 30 to 40 valves that need to be replaced. And these are high-pressure valves, and they are not like your home valves. They are huge valves. And my understanding is that they have covered significant ground, and they're nearing the tail end of the aqueduct towards Verulam. So I believe they are on schedule to meet that deadline. And hopefully once they've done that, water can start to flow uninhibited to the Mount View Reservoir.
I mean, all of that, fixing it is one thing. Fixing it sustainably is another. Do you think it will be done properly? It would be done sustainably, so this won't all happen again?
No, I doubt. The sustainable solution would mean reinvigorating or building a new aqueduct, which could be years in the making. The problem you have in eThekwini is that they've neglected maintenance for 7 years. And they've blown that budget elsewhere or squandered those funds. And suddenly, we as residents in eThekwini are now being billed an infrastructure surcharge on our monthly accounts. And so where has all the money for the last 7 years gone to for infrastructure? So hence I say the ailing infrastructure is now getting new parts, but the bodywork and the chassis is rotten.
So, I mean, there's a lot then that needs to be sorted out. Does eThekwini even have the money to do it? And if eThekwini doesn't have the money, do you think the national government needs to take over?
Well, I don't think we're far away from a national government decision in terms of taking over eThekwini Water Services. The minister came out quite clearly yesterday in a media interview and including at the committee meeting that he's given a warning and sounded a caution to the leadership of eThekwini, indicating to them that he wants to bring in an agency to run the affairs of water and sanitation like many other failing municipalities have done so far.
And I mean, this is where it gets interesting. The minister's clearly moving. He clearly, wants to get things going. He has a long history himself in KwaZulu-Natal. Do you know if the city is happy with him being as involved as he is? Are you worried, Roshan, there could be a little bit of political trouble brewing there?
Well, I'm sure that the municipality is not happy with his presence. And even so that the South African Human Rights Commission have now stepped in. And the Human Rights Commission has now issued a stern warning to the municipality that if they don't complete these tasks, they will be dragged to court by Commissioner Ntuli, who is now presiding over a human rights investigation in Verulam and surrounding suburbs. And she's sounded the alarm already to eThekwini that if you don't restore water soon to these communities, the commission will take them to court. And she was quite serious. She said it may include jail time for some of these officials.
Oh, how many times have we seen jail time threatened, Roshan? It's never happened. But I hear the point that you're making.
Yeah, well, I think at this time it's a bit different because the crisis, I've actually changed the word from crisis to disaster because that's how far it's gone now. And, you know, we've had 2 people lose their lives in our area just over water. One was murdered by somebody who wanted preference to take water, and another 75-year-old lady under the strain of weight carrying water to and fro from these tankers to her home, she passed on. Sure. And so I'm insisting that these things are implemented, because it's a repetition daily to our community. They're struggling.
Sure. Roshan, Lil-Ruthan, thank you. Spokesperson for the Verulam Water Crisis Committee.